Masimo has been awarded $634 million over Apple patent infringement. Last week, Apple lost a federal jury trial in California over the use of blood oxygen monitoring technology. In 2023, the U.S. International Trade Commission ruled in Masimo's favor, which then banned Apple from importing Apple Watches that had that technology. Earlier this year, Apple implemented a workaround to bring back the monitoring function by having the user's iPhone measure and calculate blood oxygen data. Masimo is now suing U.S. Customs and Border Protection over allowing Apple to do this. Masimo has also accused Apple of poaching its employees like their chief medical officer. Apple says they disagree with the verdict and will appeal. Can we talk about the concept of poaching? You can't own people. If someone's willing to pay someone more, then isn't that just like the free market? Am I missing something here? Like, I do understand that people can be privy to trade secrets, and there can be instances of corporate espionage where someone specifically gains a position in order to get access to data and bring it back somewhere else.
I think there's also
where's
an idea
the line
where
here?
You could attack another company by constantly depleting them of human resources.
That could be anti-competitive.
And then firing them immediately?
Well, no, if you hire them forever, then isn't it fine?
What if you just poached all their employees and then fired them after 2 months?
I'm not saying it's a problem for the individuals involved being poached. I'm saying, like, if you're trying to operate as a business and another company...
Yeah.
What if, like, oh my...
I was saying that is the attack, is you take all their good employees.
This is a fascinating idea. You don't have hiring at all. You have a competitor and you just trust their hiring process and then just offer anyone that gets hired there slightly more. Save your money on the hiring process.
Your job board is their LinkedIn.
Yeah.
That one looks nice. How much you make? I'll add 5%, 10%, 20.
It's like their hiring process is probably pretty rigorous.
I mean, I'm sure people have thought of this.
We'll take them.
I mean, that was basically the entire developer circle jerk in Silicon Valley for...
I think so.
I mean,
and
years.
This is where I think mostly the term poaching comes from. It's not hiring one person. It's trying to, like, take an entire team, as far as my understanding goes. Like, I know old school Silicon Valley, there was conversations about poaching when, like, a company would want to spin up an arm of its own company, would take an entire team. So you take a whole business unit out.
Yeah, see, that's where I kind of... because on the one hand, like, I can completely see multiple facets or multiple angles of this. Like, from a worker angle, anything that restricts my mobility is bullshit.
Oh, I don't think there should be restrictions put on it. Yeah.
Well, but I would feel as a worker that my mobility is restricted if you're employing me today and Dan could potentially be punished for poaching me.
Wait,
I'd say that restricts my mobility. Well, they are suing.
They accuse them of it. Are they suing them for it? I don't think you can sue someone for poaching.
Oh, okay. In that case, you know what? I misread this. I thought that there was some kind of implication that poaching was somehow, like, not allowed.
No,
or something.
I think it's
okay.
It's like a gentlemanly.
You can sue someone. Oh,
can you?
Nope. It's typically basis for a loss. If the poached employee non-competes, non-solicitation, if the employee had a fiduciary obligation to the former company.
Oh, okay.
If the poached employee has access to valuable or confidential information.
Okay, so I get okay then. Yeah. So okay, no, I'm going to come back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So what employee? Name an employee at Linus Media Group that doesn't have access to any valuable or confidential information. That's so broad.
But any employee anywhere for any company,
exactly.
Technically. But it would have to be utilizable by the company that they're going to.
Sure, but I mean,
if I got hired,
that's literally the definition of relevant experience. Almost.
There's a big difference between experience and information.
Sure, but you gain a lot of information through experience, and you gain a lot of experience through the utilization of information.
There's a different... The type of information is important.
And I'm not trying to form a nuanced take right now.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm trying to see it from one perspective.
I don't know how to define it, but there's a dividing line in the type of information.
There's definitely multiple definitions.
It's like IP information.
So definition number one is as a worker bee who's doing my bee work.
Yeah.
Fuck anything that limits my mobility.
Yeah.
And if there's any kind of restriction that prevents Dan over here from hiring me for more than you're willing to pay me, then basically that.
Yeah.
So I can see that perspective 100%.
Yeah.
I can also see the perspective of like let's say a startup, right? A smaller entity going like, well, hold on, this is bullspit because a company like, and I don't want to pick on anyone specific. So let's just say one of the magnificent, however many of them there are, one of these like giant mega cap, hundreds of billions or even like trillions of dollars valuation companies having just enough money to buy the earth and all the heavens, just coming in and strategically making it impossible for my company to function by effectively like, just kneecapping my ability to function by just hiring away absolutely everyone.
Effectively does happen.
Which is not anything that they've done wrong from like the workers' perspective, but from an antitrust and maintaining a true free market perspective, I could see being an actual problem.
Yeah. I don't know how to deal with that.
I don't know how to deal with that.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can write a law that stops that from happening, that doesn't end up with an outsized negative effect on the employees in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because if you try to write a law that would cover that, it would unquestionably be abused in highly corporate favor. It would just end up being bad. There's a lot of cases like this, right? And I like pretty much guarantee you that has happened.
Oh yeah, I mean, 100%.
And there's just nothing you can do about it. Like someone in chat pointed, I'm flipping topics slightly. Someone in chat pointed out like information that we could have that could be used by an outside group could be like a customer list.
Oh, 100%.
But one of the problems with something like a customer list is you're getting sued on both ends. The employee that left with that and then gave it over would be individually sued. And if the company that received it didn't immediately get rid of it and then go after the employee and like basically fire them, if they took that information and used it, you could also just sue them. Like that's actually just super not okay, but mostly for like the privacy of the user list reasons.
But what if it wasn't a user list? What if it was my relationship list? Then where's the line between a user list
that one is interesting
that's in a database
because I personally
and a
know
relationship
people
list that's in my phone, which is also a database?
Linus, you went to that factory tour and they made you blur that machine. I just memorized the name and model of that machine. I'm going to a similar
funky one.
I'm going to a similar company. Like from my last job, I took knowledge of what I did there and I apply it here.
But knowledge of how to do a skill is not the thing that we're talking about.
But knowledge of a piece of information.
It's my industry. You know,
I mean, knowledge of how to do a skill it does not apply.
Software, hardware. What should we buy?
It would have to be
like is that not knowledge, right? Like, and where does that blur? If I just memorize the phone numbers in the contact list, is that knowledge? I literally know what machine we do lithography with. You should buy that one. I didn't take a list. It's just that was the one that we used. Yeah, I know that.
Interesting.
Pay me $500,000 a year, please.
Nicholas Cage says a TikToker just got sued and lost, or the TikToker a TikToker got sued and lost for stealing someone's husband. If you can win that case, surely you could win a case against this. Now, I think it was less about the actual like adultery and more about the TikToker posting publicly about it and humiliating the wife.
Okay.
Yeah. That is my understanding of that, but it was an interesting headline.
Still don't know how that works, to be honest.
Isn't kidnapping just like actually a crime?
Oh wait,
you physically stole my husband.
Sorry, that's why I laughed. Because that's kind of mean.
Etzim says it's a specific Georgia law, and it is about the infidelity. You've got to be kidding me.
That makes so much sense.
You can be sued for being a husband stealer.
America's a wild place.
Got to be kidding me.
Wow.
Disc Breeze says it's a pretty poorly executed court case. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, Nicholas Cage says North Carolina. Well, hold on. IKEA Cherry says Georgia. Husband poaching. Okay, come on, chat. Now you're just confusing me. Okay.
We should move on. I don't know if any of us knows.
Relationship
poaching.
secrets.
I see myself as more of a sunny side up husband.
Scrambled eggs.